Hey there, it's a pretty windy day here, so hopefully the audio isn't too bad. I am here at a canola field not too far from my town. And every year the canola, blooms for around the last 2 weeks of July. So there's a short window where it turns brilliant yellow, and the fields have that iconic sort of prairie yellow look for that type of crop. And so I'm out trying to photograph it. I might do a drone shot down the way, but I'm actually on this farmer's road, which I don't know if I'm supposed to be here, so I'm going to be quick. I've taken some shots around here, and one of them is a tree, a lone tree. But I don't know if we can see it. I think that might be it there. I can't. Oh, just over the horizon. Anyways, I'm going to take some shots. I'm going to try and get this tree. I might do some dronage. And yeah, it's just a really nice annual thing that happens, and it's neat to try and be able to get it. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully the audio is okay with the wind. We'll see how it turns out. Enjoy the video and welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Well, I just moved off from where I was before because I got some farmer or ranch hand came in. He was really cool, really nice about it, but I had sort of hopped over a fence to get along this road, and he said, and I just said, that's cool. I understand, and I packed up and moved on. He said the owners, if they had called me, would have been a lot worse. So. Totally understandable. So I just moved off. This is sort of a public road parking area here that looks over a farmer's field rather than being private road, if you see what I mean. So I think that's a bit more easy. I just wanted to do some droning, but it's in fact like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like super windy, so I don't think I can even accomplish that. The number of days I have left here, and they'll come and harvest this. It's becoming, harder and harder. But we'll see what we can do. I might shoot it up really quick and see if I can get something. But yeah, stay tuned. This one was a bit tricky because it was a drone shot, and the sort of plateau of the fields slowly dropped away into sort of a valley area, and so it actually doesn't. It kind of looks like the horizon isn't quite right on here, but yeah, but it is. It just kind of slopes away slowly. That was a tricky one about this one, but I think I managed to coax the best out of this file. Okay, so for this section, I'm going to show you just some decision making I made around this image. sort of did all these edits, and then I looked at it on full screen, and I realized I had a lot of room I could crop in. And then I realized, like, I kind of like this as two different pictures. So I just want to show you how I go about taking the same image and saving time by making a copy and then working on that one and not ruining the first one. So I thought I'd go through that simple process with you here. So here I have the drone image I shot, which I opened up in Lightroom, obviously. There's this dark area over the image is cloud. It's a shadow from the cloud, but I didn't really like that. So I through some trickery, I edited out. This is the pre-finished edits image that I'm showing you here. And here I'll just make it so you can see the full edit. So here's the after, and you can see I blended out the field a bit. I added some shadow over here on the left because it's not an important part of the picture, so I didn't want your eyes drawn to the detail over there on the left. So yeah, I just made this area lighter because when you just come into the image, you don't really know that that's a cloud shadow, and it kind of just looks like this area is in shadow, which is kind of odd. So that's why I brightened that up. So here's the full screen version of that, and you can see in the center there's some pretty nice potential for a more cropped in view, so that you can see this farmhouse here. Oh, sorry, I zoomed in or out. The potential is to just have it surrounded by a sea of yellow. So instead of re-editing this entire image and cropping it down and then losing all the stuff that I had done before, I'll often just have two versions of an image, and then you can just right click and hit create a virtual copy, and there it will create just bang another copy up, including all the edits you've made up into that point. And then here I am playing with it and seeing what other variations I can take with it, and it's just a good way of being able to play around with something. I don't know if I like that. Let me just go back. I'll just I want that line. Yeah, that's all right. And there you can see here's the before, or the previous version and the new version. I'll save that. And this is also I mean, look at that. Yeah, it works. It's kind of nice. This is also what I use for if I want to experiment with one image and have a color version, and I want to have a version, maybe I edit it in color effects, silver effects, and make it a black and white version. So I can try two different ways, and it's a pretty simple way of doing it, and non-destructive. So if that's of use to you, give that a go. So this is actually a drone shot, and I wanted to get as much just pure yellow in the image as possible, and just fill it with that color. And the horizon is right at the top, and it's kind of I blurred it out a bit,
And I just wanted to, show just a field of yellow stretching off to the horizon. There's a bit of haloing on the horizon when I did the edit, but because it's blurred, I don't think it matters that much. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool, vivid image. Okay, and here is the finale of the images. This is kind of what I was going for the whole day, was to capture this lone tree. I don't know if you remember from the beginning of the video where I was showing that on the horizon, and I was going for it. It wasn't the best shot, but I was glad I took it. I think it's a pretty hard place to get to with the limitations of the land and access. So I was happy I got it. And the haze and conditions of the environment weren't great, but yeah, pleased I got the shot, and it didn't turn out too bad. All right, well, thanks for joining me in this episode again. And as I looked at trying to, capture the golden fields of the canola harvest this year. Unfortunately, it wasn't the best experience because we have a lot of smoke from wildfires, and so the sky was really hazy. So that really vivid blue mixed with the yellow, which is sort of an iconic look, I didn't capture as easily as I would have hoped, and had sort of smoke-filled haze, and I had to do a lot of sort of post-production editing to get it even close to the blue I was seeing at the time. And anyways, I think, I did an okay job, but it just could have been that little bit better. But what you going to do? Wildfires, climate change, all that jazz. But what I do know is I would love to have you back with me and join me and see what I get up to. In the meantime, if you liked or left a comment, I would really appreciate that. And if you can continue to help me grow my subscriber base, that would be cool too. Yeah, thanks again, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers. Bye.